Hi guys, it's Monday. I was going to do this video in my standing up corner, which is actually over there in case you were curious, but then I realized I could do it sitting in my bed, and that sounds like such a better idea because it's raining and gross outside, which makes me feel lazy. This trimester is the first time I have had a gym class in over a year, so this will be fun. Honestly, it's not going to be a bad gym class because it's practical self-defense, so I get to learn how to not get beaten up, but I do actually have to exert like physical effort in this one as opposed to not having a gym class. The part I'm actually least looking forward to is having to go and change in the girls' locker room because it's like, can't I just stay fully clothed? Because I would love that. This week we were going to start reading The Scarlet Letter, however I forgot to get it this weekend, so this morning I went to my school library to try and find it, and then I couldn't, and so I had to go back after school, and I finally found it. And I realized I have the abridged version of it now, so I don't know if it means I should go and try and find a different one, but mine has pictures in it. You know you're jealous. So, also I was looking at like the chapters. At least on the abridged version, they're not terribly long. It's like the first one's only 3 pages, and I'm presuming that all the versions of it are at least similar, or at least they kept the same chapters. So there's about 24 chapters. I was wondering if you want to like divide it up and like read to a certain point or what, or at least discuss up to a certain point, because it's us, we're probably all gonna read beyond it. But anyway, we need to discuss how we're doing this in the Facebook since I didn't read it like I was supposed to. Lols. And it's not like I had anything better to do either. Well, actually I did fill out an application for a job that I'm probably not going to get, but that's okay. Alex, I liked the title of the video. I thought it was really cute and funny. Also, you were talking about red vines. I've actually had them. They're fairly gross. And I think it's just because I don't like licorice is why I think they're gross. But if you like, I can try and get them and send them to you because the grocery store near us actually has them rather often. Alex, I watched the video of your dance and I thought it was really nicely done and it was good. But I found it really funny that the fire alarm went off in the middle of it because the fire alarm at my school has a tendency of going off at the most random times. And we actually had it go off during the finale of our play last year. It was actually the like big musical that we do because it was Hairspray, and it went off during the finale, and it went off right before the line for the confetti cannon cue, which was fire! So all the tech crew was laughing about that, and all the actors were being like, what the butt? Because they didn't know what was going on. We ended up not having to evacuate the theater because they figured out what was causing it and then stopped it. This school has actually had to call the fire department because the fire alarms were going off and they didn't know what was causing it. Because if they don't know within a minute, then they have to call the fire department and evacuate the school. Interesting story. So that actually happened to my 6th hour back in like September. Dana, you were quoting Shakespeare and you were saying how you actually knew the soft through light yonder window breaks line before you knew like the one from Julius Caesar. I'm the other way around. I knew the Julius Caesar one before the Romeo and Juliet one, because I only knew the soft what light through yonder breaks one from actually reading Romeo and Juliet in 9th grade, and reading Romeo and Juliet is the most boring thing to do at 7 o'clock in the morning. May I say that? Because I had English first hour, and I didn't like my teacher that much, and then I had to read Romeo and Juliet at 7 in the morning, and it was dull. And people who say Romeo and Juliet is a good love story, I want to slap those people because they obviously never read it. It's like 2 hormonal teenagers over the course of like 3 days deciding that they're in love, basically over looks because they don't really get to talk to each other ever, and then trying to be together for the rest of their life, and then they commit suicide because the other one dies. It's like, that's the worst reason to commit suicide ever. Dana, it sucks when people are mean. I'm sorry. I love you, and I don't care what your friend says, or your not friend. And you were talking about how you guys have like a big St. Patrick's Day celebration. I'm technically like a 3rd Irish. In America, being like a 3rd Irish gives you like total reason to celebrate on St. Patrick's Day, but there's no like St. Patrick's Day things where I live, really, majorly, because Minnesota's like primarily Scandinavians. So they're never like, yay St. Patrick's Day. They're just sort of like, that's nice, let's have some lutefisk. That's probably like the most stereotypical thing I ever said. Like, we have weird parades where I live, but that's about it, and we don't get out of school for it either. It's like, there's parades downtown if you want to go, but otherwise, it's not really celebrated. Sam and Larissa, you did not upload a video last week, So I know, Larissa, you said it was because of internet on the Facebook, so you don't get punished. But Sam, I don't know why you did not upload, so you need to let us know. I would like to stay on top of my homework this trimester, so I'm going to go do it. And Alex, I will see you tomorrow.